Hmm. Hey, Cheesehead, how's it going, buddy? How are you tonight? Hey, how's it going, Cody? I really enjoyed your live stream last night with you and Backwoods Barbarian. Um, kind of a little different when it comes to bear hunting. Just like you, and I'm sure Tom's same way. I try to retain as much information as I can through it. So, very tired. I bet, Tom, you're up early. Hey, Duckmaster, how's it going, buddy? What does fuggin' mean? I don't ever understand that. How are you tonight, though, bud? Um, I bet, Tom. I see you 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. Sometimes I'm seeing you watching videos or commenting on videos and stuff like that, I should say. So I know you're early. Yeah, he is, Cody. Very early. I'm usually up between 4:35, sometimes as late as 6. So hi, Joy. Oh, bacon cheeseburgers, honey. You got my heart right there. I'm down for a bacon cheeseburger. This is kind of bothering me. I can't get my sticker up there in. You're good. Okay. And thank you. You guys, if you don't mind, we get some more in here. We can get people to go over to Duckmaster, over to his channel and check out his latest video. He did that for my daughter, so we can try to push her channel a little bit. She's been stalled out at 22 or 24 there for a while, or 22, I believe. And after that video Duckmaster released on her channel, she's up to 28. So it's working. It's working good. I know one of them was Jack Daniels Outdoor. You saw it. Excellent. That's awesome. Thank you, Cody. And I don't expect the adults or anyone really. I don't expect you to find interest in everything she does. But she is a very good kid, and she does what she can. You know, she's very talented when it comes to crafts and making things and stuff like that. She's awesome. I just we're going through a transition with her being home now for homeschooling and stuff this year. So see how it goes. That's awesome, Duckmaster. Thanks. I appreciate that. What are you guys up to tonight? I know 5 is working. I'm assuming Tom, he got home. He's probably gonna shower and hit the hay pretty soon. Like I said, he is up early. Duckmaster, I'll be honest with you. I won't even try to say I watched it, because I was on the lake from 7:30 this morning till 2 o'clock, and then I had an hour and a half drive home. So, yeah, spot on. Take a shower, eat something, and go to bed. I hear you, Tom. I appreciate you stopping by, though. Hey, Duck, do you mind going and share this out so we can get a few more in here, possibly? If not, I understand. And then if you have time tonight, you can run everybody's link, or when they come in, run them if you don't mind, if you can find them. If not, I don't know. Pretty much everyone that'll come in is on my channel. I know that if you go through the channels I watch. So Yeah, Duckmaster, a lot of your videos that I do get a chance to watch right away, they are spot on. You're doing really well at editing, better than I'll ever do, I'm sure, because I'm not so much geared towards making money off this. Hey JV, thanks for coming in. My goal with this was, hey Geo, thanks for coming, buddy. My goal was never to become monetized, but you know, if it happens, it happens. But hi Judith, how's it going, hon? Like I said, mine was more, I had the channel. I used to be a hater of millennials, so when you see that pop up, that's my alter ego. So I do that only in a couple of streams usually, like Mo or Gidget. I'll mess around, but getting in the shower. Okay, Duck, thank you. But yeah, mine was more geared towards, I'm trying to get into trapping. Of course, with the world being crazy right now, it's kind of a chore, because all of our trapping classes in Wisconsin have been canceled this year. Now, I do have the opportunity, and it's cheap. It's only $12. I can take all of it online, and with how crazy the world is and no in-person classes, they're gonna it's waived this year. So basically, once I get my testing done and stuff like that, I'm good to go. I have talked to Trapper Jay about it. I've got a local guy here that used to actually trap my land here, down by my culverts, for mink, raccoon, and muskrat. And he's retired now, but all of his trapping videos he's gonna give me. A lot of his traps I'll probably get. His kids are not interested in it. They're happy to bow hunt and stuff like that, and rifle hunt, but they don't want to trap like their dad did. So sorry about that. I had to grab my soda. It's something I want. Hey, Illegal, thanks for coming in, buddy. Haven't seen you in here yet. I want to do it in one of the worst ways. Yeah, it is, Gio. He said he's got stacks. Hey, Crony, how's it going, buddy? He said he's got stacks upon stacks of DVDs. Hey, Matt, how's it going? Yeah, I see you're not in as Daddy Duck, so I understand. Sam Woods, I will look him up on YouTube here, Judith. I've never heard of him. So, hey, there you go. There you go. Oh, Cody, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. But like I said, just put gas in your truck. Okay. You did that last live stream too. It must be Wednesday night ritual for you to do that. So, I've got everything set up. I think I have everything set up to start trapping. Little bit still back and forth with my wife. She understands hunting. Understands why we hunt. You had a rough day, Illegal? What'd you do? You running all over today? I know you're a supervisor, so could be a little bit of anything, bud. Unless you have the day off. Yeah, every Wednesday. That's cool, Crony. Yeah, work. I hear ya. You know, and that is something I really do miss. He's pretty outspoken. Okay. Yeah, is he on here, Tom or Judith? Is he on? YouTube, because I definitely look them up after we're done here tonight. I can be... Hey, JJ. Thanks for coming in, bud. Yeah, I can be outspoken towards some things. Generally, I try to bite my tongue, the best I can. And, I'd rather be friends with people than let my mouth do, say more than my fists can handle. Because the shape I'm in, I couldn't, there's no way I could get in a fight nowadays and expect a positive outcome. And I really wouldn't want to. I'm just not that kind of person anymore. Facebook and YouTube. He's from Wild Rose. Okay. Yeah, I know where Wild Rose is, Tom. I will definitely get on there. Rosenberg's, for some of the eliminators we pull. 7 more days illegal then. Then you on vacation, bud? Or are you changing jobs? Probably just vacation, I hope. But yeah, Wild Rose is a couple of the... Thanks for sharing this out there, JJ. I appreciate it. I pulled their eliminators. He's got at least... Oh, deer season, yeah. Yeah, we started that not last weekend, but the weekend before, I believe, the 16th. So maybe it was last weekend. No, not 16th. I'm sorry, the 12th. The 12th we went. 4-day weekend. You bet. You bet. I like to turn a video of a common sound effects and wish my truck would... Yeah, I hear you, Crony. You do like his videos. That's good. I'll probably like them too then, Cheesehead. Hey, Raymond. How's it going, buddy? Joy's in here. Well, we gotta fix that. I got high hopes this year. I mean, my trapping's not gonna be able to happen probably until we have starting to get frozen ground. And of course, I did not get the chance to get a concrete mixer and make wax dirt or anything, so I'm gonna try my best with sand. Hopefully I can blend it decent. But I trapped when I was younger, but it was more for weasel. And now when I'm older here, yeah, he has good trapping how-tos. Okay, that's a good deal, Judith. They always say if you want things to grow, you have to have water, or you have to water them. Spray truck with water. There you go. There you go, Crony. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna, we're out of the weather for making wax dirt, I would assume. Past couple days here, yes. We're in the 80, I think we're 80 today, maybe 82 up here. But we're gonna have frost again tonight. So it's one of them things that you have to have perfect conditions and perfect days now. So it would have to be well planned out if I bought it. Yeah, I bet, Cody, it's pretty much across the, you're further north than me yet, of course, but yeah, frost. You're further north than me, Cody, but yeah, we had frost and we were down in the 30s. I think the lowest we hit was like 31, 30, maybe 30. But now, like last night, we were down to, I think, 48 or 50, but we had heavy fog this morning. It was a nice day. I know I was driving north up by Hayward today, and that's where I met up with the Wisconsin fishermen. And Yes, Judith. That's what I've understood is the chicken liver or even chicken fresh. Any fresh kill, like I know the guy that I got the weasel boxes from, basically just a big rat trap, and then your bait. You're ready for cold weather, crony? Me too. But your bait area is actually wired off with chicken mesh so that they can't ever get at the bait. But I know the guys that I learned how and got them boxes from, they would always shoot a rabbit. The bloodier the better. Yeah, that's what I've understood, Judith. Is it with a weasel? It don't matter what you do. The more blood, the happier they are. The quicker they'll come. And I only trapped a few when I was a kid. I did set out traps, like what you guys would call it, like a number 2, or I never did anything with conibears or anything like that. Yes, it is, Tom. Yes, it is. But like I was saying, I set out traps when I was younger. I just never knew about the dirt hole set or a pocket set or baiting or anything like that. So I'm gonna learn that because I'm gonna take the trapper's ed, and I know I've got a lot of good resources here on YouTube. I've got Tom's Instagram, Judith, I've got her email, Cody, I've got him on Instagram, Raymond, pretty much everyone, that's a part of the community here. I've got them one way or another. I can get a hold of them. Like JJ, we talk back and forth over text messages and Instagram. It's nice. It's really reassuring to know that, I'm going to be out there doing this, and and not everybody traps a canine right away, and is what I'm told. The canine hunters around here, the way I understand it around here is the canine hunters, when they get a canine, coyote, or if they accidentally get a wolf, which wouldn't be good, but they walk around like their poop don't stink, and they puff their chest out, and they're Mr. Big and Bad. But honestly, to me, trapping's trapping. To me, it's more about population control, if that makes sense. Right now, we've got 3 large coyote packs and a wolf pack, but the wolves, it's only 2 of them, and I don't know why they've been barren. Yes, thank you, Raymond. Yeah, Cody, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I'm not doing it to puff out my chest. I'm not doing it to be Mr. Know-It-All. I just want to catch them. And like we all seen Trapper Jay's videos where, last year I think he had probably 12 dogs with mange. And then the zombie coyote. Yeah, Tom, that's true. Because I'm not looking, honestly, if I ever was to take fur to a fur buyer, that probably never will happen. Me, it's more of the sport, more of the population control, and with having the 3 large packs we do, scent control and wind direction, yeah. Judith, how is it that, with the scent control, you see some of these guys, maybe the animals are used to their scent, but they don't even use gloves. They don't they don't have knee boots. They don't have none of that. They go out there, they dig a hole, set a trap, bait it, and they're gone. And I understand Uh, oh, darn it. Now I can't think of his name. Oh, Jeff Dunlap. I understand a lot of his videos that he does, well, that I've been getting anyhow. A lot of them are remakes and they're sent all over from the animal. But a lot of his, he goes out, he finds sign, he sets a trap, or several. Now I watched one of them. I'm sorry, hang on. I watched a few of his. Oh shoot, he can call back. I watched several of his that he goes out and finds sign, and I think the last one I watched, in fact, it was a field, then there was a bump out of trees, and then through that bump out, if the field would have kept going straight instead of having that little bump out of brush or trees, there was actually a trail through there where the remakes are deadly, like a 5-foot diameter scent post. Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for. The Merle Haggard box radio. Oh, okay, crony. But yeah, I want to be able to go out there and, you know, yeah, there you go, Cody. I want to be able to go out there and put my own scent, I guess. I'm really, really interested in using Soul Taker pretty much as my mainstay bait on canine. I know beaver and stuff like that, but another thing I got to watch out for is these animals, if they get above 10 pounds, I've got to get help to do it. And yeah, I've got my 18-year-old son. There's no way you could catch me pulling a 45-pound beaver out. You just won't. You know, when it's in the water, I could fish it up out of the water, but to be able to carry that out of the woods, yeah, it's not going to happen. If I can't get my four-wheeler or my side-by-side or snowmobile to it with a sled or trailer, I'm calling for help. That's all there is to it. Judith, you don't have Instagram, of course, but I could email it to you. I posted a picture a while back here of what they did in my spine. I posted it 6 years, 6 days, or what was it? No, it was 6 years. Hey, Mike, thanks for coming in, buddy. Nice to see ya. It was 6 years, 6 months, 6 days, I think, was the post I put in. Or I can't remember, but it showed the two 14-inch rods or whatever they are in my back. And they might, when I went to a doctor I was seeing for quite a while, she actually measured everything up and said they were about 14 inches long. But I don't know, that kind of big. But yeah, she said they were 14 inches long, and the scars were about 10 to 12 inches long. And yeah, Cody, and Raymond, thank you. It's just a part of my life, you know. I'm thankful that I was given another day. Because if I can't see my family, I'd rather be dead. That was my sole reason for working so many hours and so much. Thank you for sharing, Mike. I appreciate it. Hey, Bull, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in. But yeah, if you know, I'm sure you've all had loss, and we all deal with it different. But Yeah, Mike, thank you. I saw that. I said thank you, but I think you were still sharing. The biggest trouble people have is using too much bait and lure. Dan the hubby has L3, 4, and sitting on the nerves root. Okay, yeah. And that was in this last December 5th last year. I had the you would say they call it a discectomy. They went in and it was supposed to be a 20-minute in and out surgery. The disc was bulging so bad between L3 and 4 that it had 3/4 of my spinal cord pinched off. So, of course, I was losing feeling in my legs again. And then when I went to the doctor, of course, they checked out my hips. They x-rayed all that, MRI, all that. They didn't see anything wrong with the hip. Well, then the next MRI showed the spinal, the bulging disc that bad. And I did therapy right away, which it helped in the very beginning. Oh, my kid must be... I gotta text him quick. Sorry. There. It must be something going on at work or something that he's looking for me. But they did the discectomy. It was supposed to be a 20-minute surgery. L4 and L5 and S1 fused. Yeah, I hear you, Bull. I had T8. I'm sorry, I gotta answer this quick. I'm really sorry, guys. Mine was centered on T10. So I had T10. They didn't put any screws in that one. The front half, they actually put little cages in there to hold the vertebrae above and below it apart so it wouldn't collapse on that vertebrae. Because I broke the front half of it off. I've said that before. I always get to this subject too on my back, and I'm sorry. But they did T8, T9, skipped T10, and did L1 and L2. Hey, Mike Turner, thanks for coming in, buddy. L1, the one just above the hip, is displaced. Okay, I understand you completely, Raymond. It's a pain in the butt. But I had T. The T is in your thoracic spine. It's the middle of your back, basically. So mine was T8, T9 screws with the rods. Then they skipped T10 because the front half of that was broke off and gone. And then they did L1 and L2 had screws connecting the other rods, and then they packed everything with bone, which it did its job at the time being. Now if I do go back, yeah, Bull, they talked about taking my hardware back out about 3 years afterwards, and never. Yeah, I bet, Bull. But I didn't let them do that because that was terrible. I didn't want to go through the pain of learning to walk or none of that stuff. And since I packed it all with bone, it's all fused together as a solid bone there now, with the hardware inside of it. And the reason they were gonna take it out is because the screw heads or something in there that they put in was actually rubbing on the muscle, causing more pain. So I just basically had to wait till it healed over. But Back to trapping. I'll get a drink quick. Now we got them coyotes I was talking about. We got one to the north of us, a pack. We've got a pack to the south, west of us, and one straight south of us. So there's them 3 packs. And then if you go to the east, yeah, never again, bull. I hear ya. Now if you go to the east, you actually run into them 2 wolves. And the reason I say I don't understand why they're barren is because them 2 same wolves have been on trail cams for, I want to say 8 to 10 years now. Oh, that's all right, Cody. I appreciate it. But I bet you 8 to 10 years now we've had trail cam photos of the 2 wolves, same 2 wolves. There's a black one, or well, black and gray, and then there's a almost like a blondish brunette kinda. It's it's a real pretty wolf. I don't care for wolves. I never will, probably, until I can hunt them. And I've applied for it. And, you know, it's every so many years they'll have a wolf hunt. But right now it's not happening, I don't think. But yeah, Hey, Cap. How's it going, buddy? That's what I was waiting for you to come in. Yeah, I don't understand, you know, as many years. Hey, CP. As many years as we've had them wolves there, we've never seen pups with them. I don't understand why. Oh, you're driving? Yeah, are you going to pick up some more crickets? No, you don't have to eat them and just ship them with. But yeah, I'm hoping. You know, we've hoped for years to at least see pups with them wolves, and it's never happened. So either, you know, you would think they would take them out when they got older, they would hike or hunt with them and stuff like that. But we've absolutely never ever. Hold on, Jack's enough. But oh, okay, Cap. I appreciate you turning me on while you're driving, though, bud. But yeah, they've never had any pups with them ever, and it's one of them things. You can go out in the morning, and you'll see them crossing the road down there, so you know that they're there still, and then one of the neighbors or we'll put a camera out, and we'll see them. But there's never any pups. So, okay, Judith, thank you. Yeah, Raymond, it really is. It's very, very different. You know, of all the wolves that I've ever had on Cam Tracker. Yeah, and Cody, we've never seen her bagged up. But, yeah, that's cool, Cap. They understand you're driving, you can't text. But yeah, she's never been bagged up either there, Cody. And I don't understand if she's sterile or what. No wolves. We got mountain lions and bobcats. I believe you're in Ohio, right, JV? I think you said Ohio. No, I'm not. That's I don't remember. I thought you were in Ohio, JV, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong with that. I know another Wild Bill is in Ohio. I don't know about that bull, but they're wolves. That's all there is to it. South Dakota, that's right, JV. That's awesome. Oh, Um, but we've never seen her bagged up, never seen her with pups, none of that, and they've been around quite a long time. And the thing that really has, I'm kind of happy there's no more pups, but yeah, I hear you. After 5, we had wolf season. It was another lottery system. It happened for 1 year. The antis got it put back on the endangered list. Right now, we're at an overpopulation for even the DNR's standpoint. So they do want to run another season because, of course, the wolves are starting to mess with their elk. Hey, Wrights, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming. So they're messing with the elk, and of course, we pay big bucks for them elk to be hauled in here. And they're trying to reestablish, and once the wolves start messing with them, then the DNR's like, the wolves are eating the elk that we brought in. Yeah, well, you brought the wolves in too. Hey, Half Crazy, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in. But they bring the wolves in, and they bring the elk in, and then they complain because the wolves are eating elk. Well, I mean, it's to be expected. Just woke up. You got security tonight, don't you, bud? We're doing good. Doing good, Half Crazy. I was out fishing all day, pretty much. I think it was like 7 I got up there. We were out on the lake by 7:30, quarter to 8-ish, and we were done by 2. That's because the Wisconsin Fisherman is getting married this year, so they had to take off and get their marriage certificate or marriage license and everything, and get that all taken care of today too, because it's next month that the wedding is. See, that's crazy after 5. And or Cody, we've got wish you were fishing all day, I hear ya. That's Kyle there, the Wisconsin fisherman that I went with. He'll have a video out here soon of our fishing trip, but he works Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, and then he works Thursday, Friday, Saturday every week. So we were up by Hayward today, Half Crazy. So we're up that area scouting and running around on a couple of lakes. But like I was saying though, I gotta go back up here and remember what I was saying. Yeah, the 17 trapped out by a federal trapper. Cody, they have over here. We have in our county, they have what's called the Thornapple grade or the Bissell grade. There is a pack up there that they can't get a handle on. They're vicious. Any wolf is, but they're starting to thrill kill is what's bothering them. And that's not right. I understand that they got to take down the animal because it's the nature's chain, the predator, the prey, all that. But they're thrill killing. So they wiped out 2 large big bucks, and I don't think they did it intentionally because I don't think they're that smart, but they drug them right up by the road and left them. They never came back to get them. I'm assuming that the wolves, when they dropped, hey Bass and Bink, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in, Josh. It's Josh, right? I might have mixed that up. I'm sorry, but I think it's Josh. But yeah, they 2 10-point bucks, or a 10-point and a 12-point, I think it was. So they're pretty good antler deer. Yeah, it's Josh. Okay, thanks for coming in, Josh. But I think that then when they dumped them by the road, They killed them by the road or they drug them there. I kind of want to wonder, were they close enough to see when people were stopping to check out these dead deer? To look for a bigger meal, maybe? Or were they after a bear? Or, what the logic to that thrill kill? Hey, Frontier, thanks for coming in, buddy. What the logic to that thrill killing is, why did they do it along a busy road? Everything Outdoors Michigan, thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate it. You've got wolves up there too, I know that. Up in the UP at least. But yeah, I don't understand why they did it where they did it, because are they doing it just for the thrill? Or are they doing it to try to get after black bear? Or are they, being meticulous and watching what's stopping to look at them? Yeah, you do. Yeah. I know there's a lot of wolves up in upper Michigan. But what was the reasoning behind that? And then you get the ones by us, they're lucky, and they're almost scavengers, because we've never found bone remnants besides the unethical hunters that $2 out the kitchen window. That's cool, Bo. I don't understand. We've got some unethical hunters that'll shoot deer and cut the back straps out and throw the damn carcass in the ditch. Hey, Ace, how's it going, bud? Thanks for coming in. And that to me is wrong. We've got food banks. We've got stations up here that will, or meat processors up here that'll take the deer for free. And they'll process it for free and give it to a food pantry. Why, if all you want is the tenderloins and the back straps, do that. Take it there. Get your prize, I guess, of the tenderloins and the back straps. And then let the food pantry have the rest, is my thought. But you still have a lot of these young thrill killers that go out, they shoot whatever moves, and that's what they take. You're lucky. Sometimes they will. I believe you, Everything Outdoors. I live in the country also. I'm like 5 miles north of Ladysmith, where we live there, and Rusk County is the largest, I've said it before, the largest per capita Wisconsin for hunters. Exactly, Josh. Me too. I don't care if it's got antlers or not. Like the last 2 years, this last year I took a spike buck because it was a call deer. He had a big body. He went at 175 dressed out. And he had a spike antlers, but it came up and it kind of bent right over and grew to the other side. EOM. I'm sorry, Bull, what's EOM? Yeah, I'm a meat hunter too, Everything Outdoors. I'm sorry, Everything Outdoors Michigan. I got it. Okay, I'm sorry. But Rusk County is the largest group of hunters, deer hunters, per capita in the entire state of Wisconsin. So it happens a lot here. Your southern Wisconsin DNRs, middle of the state DNRs, they are up here in Rusk County during hunting season because it's amazing. Everyone from the south flocks north, and we have so much county land, and the county just above us has a bunch of county land. So either they stay here in Rusk County or they stay in Sawyer County. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. But they, with that many hunters, there's gonna be problems. You always are gonna find, no matter what, you're gonna find an unethical hunter. And it kind of is, Tom. It is a free for all, kind of. Because they've got one game warden here right now, full time, and he is the youngest in the state. He's the youngest game warden in the state of Wisconsin, which it's not all bad, but it's not good either, because he's got a lot to learn. There's tricks that I've learned and heard from old poachers and old time deer hunters. The way, nowadays we plant radishes, beets, we make food plots. Back then, they took a bag of grain from the barn and dumped it on the ground, and they sat on it. And there was no regulations back then to he is terrible, Tom. He's a great guy. Dylan's a great guy. I really respect him and respect what he's trying to do. He's going to have it rough for a few years until he learns how things go during hunting season up here. This will be his second or third season. I think it's second. All right, Cody, I appreciate it. You have a good one and stay safe out there. I think he needs to be on his toes, put it that way, because the 2 of the 3 game wardens that were well known before he came in were jerks. So they made a bad name for the DNR in this whole area. So it's opposite. Everyone goes southern Ohio to hunt because of the big deer. Yeah, and Josh, that's very logical. In Wisconsin, we're known for drinking. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind, and no other polite way to put it. We are known for drinking. I mean, drinking and driving is pretty much a sport here. Well, it was when we were kids, but it's not. We don't have Uber. Hey, Mo, thanks for coming in, hon. You can go ahead and take your nap. I was just giving you the baloney. Hey, John Coffee, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, Tom, we're known for drinking. And with that up here, you find bars out in the country. And these deer hunters doing well. Awesome. That's awesome, John. So they're at these bars that are out in the country till midnight, 2:30, whatever, whenever bar closes during hunting season. And then they're up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and they're back at the bar for breakfast, because a lot of the bars around here serve breakfast. Oh, I gotta do that. That's right. So a lot of the bars around here serve breakfast, which that's fine and dandy and everything, but the thing that they don't realize is they come up here, to throw a good time and have a good time. Hey, Dad and Sons, thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you hitting the like. Um, they do that though. Yeah, I understand, Dad and Sons. That's totally cool. I appreciate you being here. I know you got a little guy to get to bed and stuff for school, so it's all good. Yes, I will. Thank you, Dad and Sons. Have a good night. Um, but like I was saying, with these country bars, they drink till the sun comes up sometimes. You know, it's they'll drink till they can't at the bar. They'll go home and they'll start drinking at the cabin or wherever they're staying at the motel. Oh, that's cool, Josh. He's a pretty good dude. John Coffey there, I have actually got one of his videos or two of them to get caught up on. But like I said, I was gone hunting all day, or not hunting, dude. Hey Mo, Tanya, that's awesome. I was fishing all day, so I had service depending on which side of the lake we were at. So, but you know, back to the drinking. Like I said, it's pretty much a sport here. So I don't know. I guess I gave that up years ago. One of my nicknames, part of the 40 questions. Hey, yeah, Tom, you have a good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping. I appreciate you coming in too. One of my nicknames, which will be part of the 40 questions if I ever get it done. They call me Hollywood. The reason for that is because I was one of them. I would drink till 2 in the morning. I'd come back and crash. I'd be back up at 4, ready to go to the woods. I had to wear shades all day. Yeah. Hey, Flo, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in. So I would drink all night, get up, have breakfast at 4 in the morning, 4:30, and then I was out in the woods by 5:30. So that it just doesn't work out, you know. And the older you get, the less that's appealing sometimes. You know, sometimes you still get the crowd that does. And don't get me wrong, I'll drink with the best of them, but I can't hang one on like the best of them anymore. That's for darn sure. And I have a severe problem with I'll buy a 12-pack and it'll go bad before I drink it all. It's just not my cup of tea. Now soda, that disappears fast. That's all there is to it. I really enjoy soda. Hey, Jays. Thanks for coming in, bud. I appreciate it. But hey, Trapper Jay, thanks for coming in. Nice to see ya. But we got a lot of things to get done this year yet. Hey, Rig. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in. We got a lot of things to get done yet. Like I was saying, I have my trail cameras out. I've been baiting. Usually, right now, they're not hitting it real hard, so it's about a gallon a day. This weekend, I'm getting my blind out so they can get used to it. Yeah, isn't that the truth, JV? That's just the way it is. I don't mind. If I'm going to drink, I'm going to drink. If I'm not, I'm good. I'll drink soda. But I got a lot to get done. Like I was saying, I got my deer blind. I'll be putting that out this weekend. And that's mostly for rifle season. Oh, you went to the pond and got nothing, huh, Flo? That's too bad. But I'll have my blind out this weekend, and I got to do some trimming. We had a couple of storms come through. I've got, I don't know, 5 or 6 trees to clean up where I hunt. And they're so used to that blind or a blind being there every year that I only shoot 10 yards, and that's no joke. I'll make a video when I go out there here this weekend and post it, but it's a 10-yard shot. And it's kind of hard to miss at 10 yards, you know, unless you're really doing something wrong. But I enjoy every bit of it. And then where I'm deer hunting, I bulldoze a road, or there's a bulldozed road, I should say, that goes back further to the west, and that's going to be one of the big areas for the canine trapping, because every year on my trail cam, I do end up with at least a dozen coyote pictures. Not necessarily saying that that's the only reason they're coming through there, but it's a road that's in the woods that's the width of a blade, a dozer blade. So it's just enough, they can travel through there and feel somewhat protected and safe because it's not a big open area. And I'm hoping that if I keep my hunting on one end and 400 yards away. Hey, Georgia Trapping, I appreciate you coming in. How's it going? NT, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Just talking about a little hunting and stuff to prepare this weekend. I did get more corn. We get pretty lucky. We've got a fellow that has a part of a grain industry or business, and we can get a bushel of corn for $5. So it's rather cheap. I remember when oh, there you go. Yeah, Trapper Jay, if you're still in here, are you going to make a follow-up with the second round of dipping on them traps? And then if someone could explain to me, would it be wrong, maybe Judith is still in here, would it be wrong to paint all my traps? What I guess I'm wondering is, why do we want to rust them and dip them if we can just paint them, prime them and paint them real nice? But hopefully I see something in the chat about that. But yeah, like I was saying, I got them trees to clean up, and then I am going to cut a little more of a shooting lane, because the past 3 years there's been one big buck that seems to elude me, and I see him every year close to dark, but he's just far enough into them woods where he can stand there and I can't get a shot at him. And then 15 minutes goes by and it's dark out, so I wrap everything up and I head out to the side-by-side and come home. I don't want that this year. I want that opportunity to be able to shoot a little further into the woods. So if I see that big son of a gun. Alright, NT, hopefully you got a video on that too. I've been trying to watch as much as I can with the hunting and trapping, and mostly, kind of right now I'm doing trapping. Mark J. Larson, he's got, he did his wax dirt, rusting, everything. And the neat thing about the vinegar spray that Trapper Jay's using, I actually, on our antique tractors, that's how we clean out our gas tanks and our rusted up carburetors, if we have any, when we buy a tractor, is we put it in vinegar, straight vinegar, and let it go. I never heard of the Camo Church, Crony. That'd be awesome, NT. And I'm pretty sure you're in Illinois, right? You're in the northern part, though, right? Please correct me. How's Rig doing tonight? Are the kids treating you well? Good deal. That's what I thought. I've got family in Savannah, Illinois. And that's my... Oh, you're in Central. Okay. So you don't, I don't know, you might know where Savannah is. It's just south of the Wisconsin Illinois border, right by Sebula, Iowa. So, and then I've got family in Savannah, Illinois, Sebula, Iowa, and Clinton, Iowa. And then a couple here and there. But mostly them three towns. But yeah, I'm curious as to why you would rust a trap and yeah, that's what I thought, NT. But I'm curious, Georgia, you might be able to answer it even. Why you would take a trap, brand new trap, put a light layer of rust on it, and then dip it to make it black again. And I'm with you as far as dodging storms. It's pretty bad over there. Everything outdoors. But if we're gonna dip the traps so that they're covered in this dip that makes them black, why can't they just sand them down or scuff them good, prime them and paint them well, and then they'd always be black? But I use that. We've used straight up apple cider vinegar or straight up vinegar to clean out tractor gas tanks for a lot of years. It works well, and it actually eats the rust when it's full strength. Now, I know when you put a little water with it, it causes rust. So I don't know if it's the water, since you've got the oil, your oil washed off. And another thing, if you guys are ever looking, the best thing to take the oil off is phosphoric acid and water. Phosphoric acid will strip any oils off of any metal surface. Then I'm back normal 12-hour days. And Saturday I'm heading out in the woods for grouse. That's awesome, Rig. I haven't hunted grouse in a couple of years now. And mainly because the population is so low by us. For a long time they went through and everybody shot every darn grouse they could see. And that was it. That was good enough. Now they've actually shut down Wisconsin season. The past 2 years, they've closed it a month early. Just for the simple fact is getting the grouse to build up bigger numbers, hopefully. Try to get more of them to survive and go through winter, which I see a right around a dozen, maybe a few more here and there during the winter, because of course I'm a big believer. Okay, Trapper J, that's awesome. But like we were saying, I think you stepped out for a minute. Is there any way, are you gonna make a video about you said you would probably dip them a second time, or maybe you wouldn't, you said too. So I just curious, we can all wait. We'll see it when it comes out if you did. But another video on dipped. Well, that'd be awesome, Rig. I'm sorry your bear season was a bust. Never painted any. I just rust and dye, then wax. Most important thing is to get the grease off. Yeah. And like I was saying, Georgia, phosphoric acid. You're only going to dip once. Okay, Trapper J. Yeah, it looked like in the video that it was a really good, clean coat. I mean, a good amount on there. And I think it's pretty unique that you use gasoline to cut the stuff. Which, to each their own. And like you said, there's other chemicals you can use to cut it. But I'm sure if it says right on there gasoline's the best way to go, then that's awesome. Uh, don't need to rust them for dip. Okay. Well, have you ever painted a trap besides your dog proofs? That's what I'm kind of interested in is get these brand new traps, peel them all apart, sand them, scuff them up good, prime them, paint them. They'd be good until you broke the paint off or wore it off, I would assume. But oh, okay, it speeds up the trap and covers the scent, just like skis. You wax a set of skis, you go faster down the hill. The wax would make them faster. Okay, yeah, I understand that. Now, is there? I suppose you're putting a pan cover on it, so you wouldn't need to worry about not waxing the pan. I maybe tape them off, but yeah, the coon will shine them up real quick, I bet. Yeah, and you some reason you always get them darn coon and what was that last year? You had a coon. You had that deer skeleton, and I thought you got a coon in that one right by that pine tree. Maybe not. Maybe it was just tracks. I'll have to go back and look at it again. But yeah, a lot of years I see, you're set up for a canine and a coon will come in and jump into the damn thing. Or a possum. Or a possum, I'm sorry. But yeah, I when I clean and oil my guns, I use oil on only certain parts. So it's got to be. It just must be because it's quicker to dip the whole trap than in the wax than just waxing the pivot points, I would assume. So, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I always use walnuts to dye, but now how fast the dip? Yeah, when I saw that NT, I'm ordering a Trapper J just on his community page. Put out the dogless. I think he said number 2s. I got to go back and look, but they're only $130 a dozen. So either here Friday, depending on what time my wife gets home from work, put her check in the bank, or I suppose I could just take it out of savings and order them now, but I hate to. Okay, protects it from the salt, yeah. Now, Trapper J, I was talking also, I won't be done with my Trapper's Ed class until probably the ground is almost freezing. I know we'll have snow, but would it be beneficial to try to make wax dirt yet, or maybe salt in the dirt? Really hate to use salt if I can avoid it, because I'm sure that would have something to do with the coyotes would smell that, and the beaver, or not beaver, but raccoons would smell that. But I got a dozen dog proofs that I got to paint and stuff, but I'll heat my garage to do that. But then yeah, and that would sound about right. I would believe if you stuck your traps in the oven and got them up to a couple hundred degrees, that would be plenty hot enough. I would think that would be quite all right. But then again, I mean, depends on what kind of wax you use, I'm sure. What the melting point is of the wax, because some wax, I know, it's got a real low melting value. So I'm going to try something here, guys. I think I had that. Yeah, I had that up last time. There it goes. But I'm assuming the salt's just for the winter, Trapper J. I suppose if you don't have wax dirt, you could use, like I said, maybe salted dirt or salted sand. I have plenty of sand, and I've had it under a tarp here. Well, the sand I do have is screened and everything, and What did I miss? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I missed that, Raymond and Mo. That's alright. Cool. But yeah, I think thanks, Mo. Yeah. I got a perch today. It wasn't very big, wasn't even worth talking about. But we did bring home a 15.5 inch walleye that's actually soaking right now in water. And then he caught a 22 inch smallmouth. But you'll see that in the video if you guys watch them at all. You haven't made your wax dirt yet, Trapper Jay? You got your concrete mixer and stuff all ready to do it. I thought you would have had it done by now. But, I mean, you got time yet. You're still warmer than us down there. We're getting frost and stuff pretty regular now. Like this morning, it was a little warmer, so we ended up with what frost we would have had turned into fog. So it happens this way every year at the beginning of the month. Yeah, when the season starts. You got to remember, Mo, he's got a bridge he can go under and get dry dirt all year round. So, just depends on how much washes down every year. All right, Rig, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. You have a good night. And have fun with them kids tomorrow. But, he does, yeah, Mo, he does have a bridge he can get dry dirt year round. And then when there's a little more water in that creek, I think, no, he didn't trap that one for mink, I don't think. It was another bridge. But I know he stole dirt on that one too, or gathered dirt, I should say. But I mean, why not? I mean, if it's washing down from further up the stream and catching at that bridge, that'd be ideal. Why not gather dirt? I mean, it washed down anyhow, and it shouldn't be there. So, and it's got a beautiful roof over it, a bridge. So I would do it too. But I've got some, I think about, if it's still covered up, which I think it is, we should have about 30 gallons of screened and washed sand out there that dried over the summer. And that should be covered up. And if I do get to go out and get some traps in the ground this year, that should be, I should be all right there. But I don't think, I'll get much more than, Trapper Jay told me to get at least a dozen traps, which I got, or I'm ordering them, but I've got the dog proofs already. And then I put them pictures on Instagram of some old traps that I found, and I've had them for quite a while. But Jeff, no, I want to say Jeff Davis, but it's not. But Jeff Dunlap, I know I've seen him, from trapping conventions. He'll bring home an old trap here and an old trap there. And the one he scored pretty good and got a bunch of them. But I messaged him, and if I make it to a trapping convention that he's at, I'm going to give them to him. But if I don't, I'm just going to mail them to him so he can have them. I won't do anything with them old traps anyhow. As ridiculous as it sounds, I like to go all dogless, all new traps, all dogless, just so that I can get used to setting traps one way. Because like Trapper Jay said in his videos, there's some that he will set and you'll see him flipping with his finger for the dog, and it's just not there. So, it'd be alright. I think this year, if everything gets done, my class gets done in time, I should be trapping in November. And then, of course, I'll take and pull everything for hunting season, rifle season, I should say. and then I will probably go in after muzzleloader season. So I'll have a 9-day rifle hunt, and then we have a 9, 10, or 12-day muzzleloader hunt. It's kind of different, so. Yeah, Mo, they're two to learn from. They're two great trappers, and Trapper Jay is just amazing the way he can set a trap, and boom, the next day he's got one in it again. And like Judith Davis, her collection of her husband and her out trapping, the amount of nutria and muskrat and stuff like that Dan got, that's just awesome. I mean, hey Mark, how's it going, buddy? I was already talking about you. Wondering if your ears were ringing. But thanks for coming in, buddy. Yeah, that is better now, Mark. If you sat down with a beer, that'd be all right. Yeah, exactly, Mo. I mean, you live in the city for the most part, so you're going to want to travel out of town, hopefully. Except for like your chickens. It wouldn't be a bad idea to, have some live traps or traps. And the one to get a hold of would be Trapper J or MBA or even J-Dubs or whoever. Just to, because it's going to give you the best reference of, hey, VW17, how's it going, buddy? Or WV, I'm sorry. VW. Got a Volkswagen. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in. But yeah, I mean, in the community we're in, there's so much knowledge and so many people that have the knowledge that are willing to share information about trapping. It means a lot to me to know that there's people I can contact if something's not going right, if I've been doing it this way for how long, and yeah, Mo, that would be ideal. I mean, if you looked, he had his dog proofs for raccoons that were coming in and stealing chickens. And if you watch his War on the Farm series, he caught several raccoons, and then he started catching coyotes, and then he got the zombie coyote, and I haven't really seen any War on the Farm since then, so I'm hoping they slowed down for him. I'm hoping that problem is solved. You know what I mean? That there's not many more coming in that close to his house or into his chickens or anything like that. So yeah, Mark. Well, I'll let Mo fill you in, but she's getting there. She's got a bunch to go yet, but we're gonna keep pounding them out and keep going as many as we can. I have to set a few traps for my buddy. It's the same one my last video was about. Setting them tomorrow again. Okay. I'm gonna have to check West Virginia. How long ago was that video up? Because I didn't get a notification. That's kind of bothering me. Yeah, the problem is never solved. Okay, Trapper J. I hear you there, because I suppose when you got all them quail and chickens and any animals there that are making noise, I bet. Okay, just got some cables left. Yeah, and hopefully, if there is a coyote or something come in, hopefully you get them with the cables. That's awesome, Mark. I appreciate that, and so does Mo. She Yeah, I hear you, Mo. You know, you guys are both in Missouri, but I think you guys are on the opposite spectrums. You're by Kansas, he's by Iowa. But it's too bad that, you know, you couldn't get together and he could set them up around there or around, you know, around the chickens and all that. And, you know, make it so that you know where they are, of course. But he can blend them things in to look like it's never been disturbed. So, probably get a... Oh, really, Trapper J? That's something else. But you changed your vlog to Trapper J or Trapper Vlog, I think. I gotta look again, but... Yeah, and Mo, I bet you if you offered to cook for Trapper J, he'd be there. Anybody's good for a good meal, I tell you that. Yeah, I'm getting boned on that one, Trapper J and Mark. Thanks for reminding me. That's my son's graduation party since we had to reschedule. Because I had planned on being down to that one on the 2nd and 3rd. And we had to reschedule his graduation party because of all this BS, but yeah, there you go. Hey, Trapper J, do you see this sticker up here? What do you think of that? I asked you before if I made a banner, if you'd hang it up. What would you say if I sent you one of them? Look good on your wall in the trapping shed, or maybe you don't want to hang it up anymore. I hear ya. It'd be a little bigger than that, though. But... oh, Jay, that's awesome. That's awesome, Trapper Jay. I'll tell him to get it done and get it sent to you. I appreciate that. And I told him flat out when he was making the sticker there. Yeah, it was Inkling Designs, Mo. I told him when he was making this sticker, this is for my tailgate, but I told him I wanted a coyote in it because... No, it's not. That's why I asked you on Instagram how big your Duke banner was, because I didn't want it to be as big as that by any means. I don't want to... You know, you never want to show up the bride. You don't want to... you never wear a nicer dress than the bride, or, you know, one of them sayings. I didn't want it to be anything that would take away the limelight of Duke Traps, because, you know, they're your sponsor. He's your sponsor. You guys work well together and stuff like that. It was just a little one that I told him, just something, because we talked about it and you said to hang it up. So I asked him if he'd make me one. I told him nothing too extravagant. And I asked you about the Duke one, because I didn't want it. Yeah, don't bang the bride. Oh, come on. Hey, J-Dubs, thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, I don't know about that, Trapper J. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even get to bang my bride when I got married, so that's awesome, Trapper J. Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to get out there and, well, I'm gonna have to get the rusting going and stuff like that once I get them. But I got the phosphoric acid and of course my pressure washer, so the traps will be no oil at all when I do it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing as you showed in your video. I'm gonna have the vinegar and water and a spray bottle that works, and just give them a light coating. And if that don't do it well enough, which you go to weddings for the challenge, that's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, I go to weddings. Oh man. I'm gonna rust them all up and everything, and then I think you said, I'm gonna watch that again tonight now. Um, F&T has that speed dip, I believe. And then I'll just do that. And I'll do like you got a couple of sawhorses with 2x4s with screws in them so that I can dip them and hang them and let them dry outside and everything. And then I'll move them in once they're bound up. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and Dunlap is just awesome. He's a good dude. I've messaged him a few times on Instagram, and for some reason it wasn't showing him to him, so I just posted it to my page, and he saw it then. But I've got them old traps I want him to have. One is a Diamond brand. You know, I've never heard of it. There you go, Trapper J. That would be. Now I'm thinking maybe I should just skip my son's graduation party and come down there. But we got plenty of food and beer ordered for that already, so hopefully there's one more this year around you guys that I can get to. I mean, if I got to drive to Missouri, I'll just do that. I really don't care. I'll just bring my little car and go. So it's too bad we couldn't get. It would be a real good one as live stream with Duke, Dunlap, and you. See how that turned out. That'd be a lot of fun. But while we were out fishing today, I was telling you, Mo, that we got the walleye and the bass and everything. While we were out there, we actually had 2 bald eagles. I'll post it on Instagram maybe. I gotta check with Kyle, see if he's gonna put it in his video, but excuse me. We had a bald eagle attacking a flock of ducks. Okay. Is that because of the heat, Trapper J? Or the temperatures outside? Because I'll do it heated in my garage if I need to. I don't mind that. I don't care what my... Yeah, that would be awesome, Trapper J. Oh, the slime rockets, Judith? Yeah. No, that was northern pike. Them little slime rockets were northern pike. But we actually went and caught some walleye and bass today up by Hayward, Wisconsin. Oh, time to air it out. Now, what if I left a fan in the garage and kept it heated so that, I don't know. I guess, yeah, it needs time to air out. And I don't use my garage every day, so it could sit in there for a week or two. But, yeah, I'll get the water-based. And I'm assuming the water-based, you don't use gasoline with it. You use water. So, I guess I'll have to... When I go on F&T's website, I'll have to check it out and see if you know, they got a better description. Otherwise, I can check Amazon too, and there should be a good description on there. I know it's called Speed Dip, so... And if I have to, I'll just go back to your video and watch it again and again. I mean... Oh, I'm not too worried about that, Trapper J. It's not fancy at all. It's just a little car and a half garage that I just putz in. So I'm rebuilding the motor in there and stuff like that. So the gas smells okay. Skillet fish. Oh, talking to Mark. But yeah, we got I got a couple of walleye to fry up tonight, and the bass is a 22-inch smallmouth. And that one just went back because we don't... Hey, Cody, thanks for coming back. Yeah, we don't keep the bass usually out of there. In a ventilated area. I hear you. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, walleye, Judith. We got on some drop-offs today that it was real decent. It went from 8 foot and just a sheer drop-off down to 30 foot. And what we were doing was we'd pull the jig off that 8 foot and trip our bail and let it dive, and then bounce it off the bottom. We tried jigging wraps, we tried just jigs with minnows, we tried crawler harnesses. They were really, I bet, Trapper Jay, all them fumes. But we were bouncing off the bottom, and he's got the Helix 10 fish locator, so we could get right over. I hear you, Cody. I haven't either, so tonight's going to be a real treat when I get them done. So, but yeah, it's going to be decent, because when we went that Helix 10, we found the fish right away, and then once we found the fish, we were able to drop right on top of them in 40 foot of water, and bounce and jig a few times, and then it's starting to stain. The lake we were on today, Cody, was real clear up by Hayward. It's generally a clearer lake, but then we got back in one of the, on the far southwest corner of it, and it was full of weeds already and stuff. And we got out right in the middle of it, where we were going through 2 foot of water planed out. Sounds good, JV. Thanks for coming in. Have a good night at work. Drunk with Dunlap, yeah. But yeah, we got back in that bay on the southwest corner, and there was a hole there down to 18 foot, and he ended up pitching I don't know, it had to be about a 12-inch walleye bait. Too long truck shopping, didn't sleep. That's no good. You're gonna get a new truck, then you're not gonna drive the Ford no more? Or you're gonna just get a spare? So, oh great. Yeah, work will be fun tonight if you're really tired, Jay. That'll be no good. Power nap now? Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Crony. But yeah, I'm interested to see how the rest of this fall plays out for me. We got the graduation, the 2nd and 3rd, and then I'm hoping to be in the woods. Yeah, pushed off a cliff. Mine does too, Trapper Jay, so if you find a good cliff, I'll bring mine down. It's got issues. That's all there is to it. Yeah, you got to record that, Trapper Jay, if you do get a chance to get Dunlap drunk, and then send it out on a private viewing, That'd be alright. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going, bud? Thanks for coming in. Beaver, you bet. Oh, that's awesome, Mo. Spark plug 857. Have you pushed the spark plug out of the head yet? Straight through the threads, where you got to helicoil the head and everything. That's the question with them damn Fords. I've got my Ford pickup, and then I've got, my buddy gave me a F-150 also, and same thing there. It pushed the spark plug through the head and just took all the threads right out of it. Sitting in the dark? What are you sitting in the dark for, Jeremy? There you go. But yeah, this fall should be all right. Like I said, I've got the trail cams out. I got to get some pictures on Instagram. I've got to check cards and everything. I've just been so busy. But yeah, you got a hell of a nice truck there, Cody. It's a good looking truck. Watching and listening, Raymond, that's good. Thank you. Oh, your power's out, Jeremy. That's no good. Huh. See, out here in the country, we got lucky. They ran a branch line through down the south side of our road. So it's gone. What happened to it, Cody? Yeah, there you go, Trapper Jay. I can see you strapping a beaver to the top of that damn thing, cruising around town with a beaver mobile. There you go, Jeremy. Sometimes you got to do that. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. If you get a beetle, I'll come down and I'll paint that thing to look just like a beaver. We'll make a big flappy tail to put on the back of the damn thing. That'd be awesome. Trade it for a Suburban. Is that for towing around your big boat then, or just want a Suburban for the family life? Whoops. Yeah. Souped up beaver ride, yeah. 2013 Silverados are nice trucks, Trapper Jay. And that topper, you'd probably appreciate that, keeping your stuff out of the weather. Yeah, I hear you. So no more renting hotels. What are you just gonna sleep in this burb, or what? You ever come over this way, I'll put you up in a hotel. That's fine by me. But I'd much rather come over by you and go fishing. Yeah, there you go, Jeremy. That damn panel wagon they used. That was pretty good, that damn mutt thing. Active fuel management. You have problems with yours, Cody? I'm assuming the active fuel management, is that where it goes from 8 cylinders down to 4? My dad's got that in his truck. I hear you, Trapper Jay. I'm older than you, and I don't have a topper. I have a tonneau cover, if that means anything. Oh, and honestly, Tanya, they're all junk. That's all there is to it. Every vehicle nowadays is just junk. I missed something here, Cody. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that he did have problems with his, Cody. Lifter issues. Okay, now my Ford has got, I think it just rolled over 160,000, so I need a new truck, but yeah, there you go. Lifter issues. You know, my F-150 that I got there, generally them are every 50,000 miles they want you to replace the lifters, or not the lifter, I'm sorry. The cam position sensors and Crony would probably know, not the phase indicator. Yeah, Crony, I've got a 91 Chevy 1500 and it's over 500,000. The odometer quit at 437,000. And it ran another 10 years after that. So, yeah, Trapper Jay, all them Fords do, them Tritons, they all do, and I'm trying to think of what the hell it is. It's got to do with your lifters, or your push rods. It's not, I can't think of what it is. The plenum gasket, yeah. Cam phasers, there you go, Trapper Jay. Your silver truck was a 09, Cody? 99 to 06, okay. Yeah, I hear you. Sometimes you get a good one there, Crony. I had, like I said, I got that, I believe it's 2001. I'll have to look again. No, I'm sorry, a 91. 91 with over 500,000. I can remember that when my dad owned it when I was in high school still. So that's well over. No, well, yeah, I was in high school still because I graduated in '97. So I'm with you there, Trapper J, because it seems like every truck I get anymore is junk. Yeah, hit a deer. I think I'm hopefully done with that phase in life. I hit so many deer when I was younger, it was unreal. I replaced the front end on 2 of my trucks at least 5 times each. And it got to the point where there was no replacing stuff anymore because it was pushing core supports back and starting to get, let someone else pick it. It was getting to the point where you couldn't actually, it would have been difficult to square the front end back up. And I just gave up on it and bought a different truck. I just let the insurance have it finally and bought a different truck. Oh, you bought a 19 Suburban? Oh, 308,000. Oh, it's gonna get crazy here. My son just got home and the dogs are gonna go bananas here shortly. Yeah, that's about it, Crony. We actually had a 03 with 108,000 still running. 98 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And it's a beast. Yeah, that's about it, Mark. I hear ya. But hey, guys, I'm really sorry about this. We got a good house in here right now. Hey, Logan, sorry about that, but I'm gonna get off because the dogs are already going nuts, and I'll stop and go trapping. I bet, Trapper J. Yeah, you got that thing all the time. And now I definitely got to go back to your trapping vlog last year. Was it Coon Creek? Where you were getting a lot of them beaver? No, Coyote Creek. Now I got to go back and look. I'll watch a bunch of them tonight. Yeah, we've got. There they go. We've got 4 teacup chihuahuas, Trapper J. It's ridiculous. And they're just little footballs. You just put your foot under them and give them a kick.
I didn't change.
No, yeah, Mo, do you want to jump on and take this? We'll come over there. Coyote Creek. There you go, Trapper J. That's right. I could have swore it was Coyote Creek, or what did I say? Oh, now I'm losing myself. Mo, you wanna go live and we can come over there? Oh, I'll be all right, Logan. I'm gonna, if you look at one of my videos called Slime Rockets, that's where I'm gonna take it. We'll see you later, Rights. You're going late tonight after 10. Okay. Yeah, I'm tired of these dogs. Just every time someone shows up, they go nuts. 850 sparklers. I'll message you here in a minute, Cat. Yeah, I gotta get going, guys. I will talk to you all in a little while. So, you guys have a good night. Thank you very much for coming in. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Talk to you later. Oh, you took them out?